I'm so upset because I feel like fear is winning. So if you feel like this, please know that you're not alone. I still believe that fear is not a way to run your life. Good morning, Fearless fam. Today's gonna be a pretty chill day. I mean, I've got plenty of stuff to do, don't get me wrong. I really like to make lists, so I actually have like lists for every day leading up until I leave here, and then I've got a list for what to do on the plane and a list for what to do when I get to Washington. So I'm a big fan of lists. We managed to watch Planet Earth 2, episode 1 last night. Oh my god, it's so good. If you don't love that show, I don't know what's wrong with you. Oh my god, it's so good. I just my mind was blown at the volcano island thing. It was depressing, but I don't know. You should watch it if you get the chance. It's not gonna show up on TV in the US until January. If you're in the UK, you've probably already seen the first episode. There are ways to acquire it, and I have a VPN, so I can go anywhere in the world I want to go. If you want to get a VPN just to watch Planet Earth, links down below. That is a sponsored link, by the way. I was planning on going on kind of a photography adventure around Beijing today, and I probably still will because it's really polluted outside today, and that's probably fitting for Beijing, to be perfectly honest with you. I have a lot of pictures of sunny, beautiful blue sky Beijing because that's when I tend to go out, and so I want to go out and get some real pictures, things I wouldn't normally take pictures of, but things that make me think of China. I'm sorry, but pollution is in fact one of them. But I do have hope that it won't stay like that forever here in China. And not every day is polluted. I mean, if you want an explanation of how I see the pollution here, I'll be totally real with you. Yesterday was great, day before was great, today happens to be polluted. It's the wind flow and rain and all that stuff affects it. So I'm gonna have some coffee and a mango and start editing yesterday's vlog because I think it's going to be a long one to edit. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay, the bedroom looks like a bomb went off, but just bear with me. I have to show you the most ridiculous setup. So this sheet, of course, hanging on the clothesline, normal. I've got a blanket on the front hanging on the clothesline, totally normal. This blanket I have jerry-rigged, hanging between the two wardrobes. And then on the ground, to keep it from touching the ground, I have the yoga mat and then one of my purses. This is kind of what we have to do because this sheet it's really high cotton content, so it really soaks up the water and it takes forever to dry. And sometimes it'll take more than a day. I have the heater on, so hopefully that'll help it dry. All I can do is hope for the best at this point. Yum! I managed to make these little pancake things that we got from the vegetarian place last night really crispy in the pan, so I'm really excited. I'm gonna dig in, and this is my lunch. There's something I haven't talked about on the vlog today. I would be lying to you if I hadn't thought about it today, and that is the election in America right now. I am terrified by it. That's just a fact. But it's really hard to have personal feelings about it right now because I have so many personal feelings about moving so soon. So that's nice. If you're truly, genuinely stressed out about the election and you're not following me on Facebook and you haven't already seen this, go to the Blogess website, which is Jenny Lawson. I just recently read one of her books and recommended it to you guys. It's called Fiercely Happy. She's a very anxious blogger and author who writes funny and thoughtful commentary on mental illness and just being stressed out, but she puts a twist on it that's very comforting. So she wrote a really good blog post about the election and how she's really liberal, so she's super freaked out like me, and she was just basically saying we're gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I wanted to say that I know that no matter what happens in the election, and I know for some of you, you're probably oh my gosh, she's being so dramatic. In China, we have the same leader for forever. Yeah, I know, but we've never had someone running for president who's quite like Donald Trump. So I'm just real freaked out by him. No matter what happens, no matter who gets elected, at least we have each other. I have my fearless fam. I have my biological fam. I have my friends. I have my dog. My dog has no idea what's going on. That's the great thing about dogs. They never know what kind of things are going down in politics. They're just in the same mood all the time. Dogs are so stabilizing for people who are stressed out. Oh, that'll be good to be home with my dog. Don't forget, all you need is love. For real. I know that's cheesy, but it's true. I'm in one of those frustrated moods where all I want to do is cry. And it's just a bunch of little things that I shouldn't get so stressed out about. but I do. And I think like it's anytime I make like a major life transition, like moving home from China, I just am like easier to like get on the edge. I'm frustrated because first of all, I can't get the mother effing bed sheets to dry. The election is freaking me the out, I'm not gonna lie. I spent a little too long on Facebook. It sucks. I can't believe that my worst fears for this entire election might come true. Really frustrating. And also I can't find a face mask. And it's like really, really bad pollution outside today and I need to go to care for, and I want to do like photography kind of thing. I think I'm just gonna put my scarf over my face. Like I don't know what else to do. I'm leaving in like days, so I'm not gonna go buy another face mask. I mean, maybe, but I don't know, I'm just frustrated. I guess we accidentally like threw all the ones away except for the one that Eric has, so I'm just really frustrated. But let's go to care for. I'm in a mood. I had a moment of weakness and I got this from Widowmay, which is a giant bread ring. It looks like a giant bagel. It's very exciting looking. Apparently it's chocolate and walnut flavor. And I saw it there like, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago, and I resisted it, and then I like literally couldn't stop thinking about it. The one time I've been back in between, they didn't have it, and so I was like, oh my god, next time I see it, I'm getting it. I'm just in a mood. Wanted to give me some motivation to finish my vlog that I've been working on. I think for liberal Americans who care about the environment, this is just a very sad day. I'm so upset. I was upset in the Democratic primaries. I'm a huge fan of Bernie. I was upset that he didn't win, but I wasn't crying. I'm not upset because the person I voted for is projected to lose at this point. I'm upset because fear won. And it's really disheartening. I might have my first kid during a Trump presidency, and I hate that idea. I hate that I have to explain to them like that people let fear take over, and that's obviously my whole life motto, and the whole reason I started all of this is because I want to live in love, not fear. And that's always going to be at the forefront of what the content that I put out there. But I'm really sad right now because I feel like fear is winning. I'm not saying I think the world is a bad place. I think the world is a good place. I think that our political system is really messed up. The fact that Trump has never held any kind of elected office ever before is troubling, because that basically means that money can buy power in the US. I mean, we're supposed to be a place that has freedom of religion and has minorities represented, and I don't know, I'm just worried about the rights that I have and what kinds of rights that my kids are gonna have to deal with. Or lack of rights, really. It's just upsetting. I didn't think I was gonna be upset, but because I never thought it was gonna happen. It didn't seem logical. It wasn't gonna happen. Like, all the jokes out there were like, okay, can we just call her president now? Like, can we call Clinton president? Of course she's gonna win. So this is completely unexpected. And I'm really ashamed. The huge issues that I stand for are not represented, and it's troubling to me because I try to act out of love, not fear, and I think that's right. I think that's the right thing to do. And the fact that so many people disagree with that basic thing that I think is so good in the world is really troubling. So I'm just really upset. Okay, I'm calming down a bit. I'm just very upset by this whole thing, and I feel like because it's like 2 a.m. on the West Coast and 5 a.m. on the East Coast, I feel like I'm like alone right now. This is a rough time for me during the day because my friends are awake until like early afternoon, and then there's a huge chunk of time between that and when Eric gets home where if I'm feeling anxiety that I don't feel like I have anyone to talk to. So if you feel like this, please know that you're not alone. The reason I turned on the camera was not to cry at you again. It was because I wanted to just say that I feel more motivated to put positive content on the internet now than before. I guess that's kind of the silver lining to this whole situation, is I think a lot of similar-minded people who have anxiety like me and want to continue to choose love and happiness we need a community so that we remember that we're not alone. I'm really happy that I've been working towards forming this community and that the community is growing. We're almost at 700 people, and I think that's so awesome. And I'm not going to stop making content anytime soon. And I want to try to keep things positive. I'm sorry I cried. I have to be real with you guys, and that's really how I feel about this whole thing. But I just want to let you know that I still believe in love over fear, and still think that our lives can be full despite anxiety. Now I gotta keep motivating myself to edit this vlog. I'm gonna keep fighting the good fight. I'm gonna keep spreading positivity and love, and I'm not gonna budge on my views. I still believe that fear is not a way to run your life. So this makes me want to like run out and get a tattoo. You guys, there's someone who keeps commenting on my Beijing apartment tour, just the word ew, and then deleting it. I swear, I've gotten like 3 push notifications on my phone about it. You can check your privilege at the door before you come check my vlogs, okay? Anyways, it's the next day. I've had a lot of time. How does my hair look? Probably terrible. Thank you for always accepting the way my hair looks, but I've had a lot of time to process what happened. Despite the outcome of this election, whether it was what you wanted or what you didn't want, I mean, it's certainly what I was terrified of. Regardless of that, I hope that we can remember to continue to choose love over fear. We should try to be patient and kind to one another, regardless of politics. Because the person who's elected president doesn't change us as humans. It can change political policies that are in place. It can change global relations. All of that stuff is a really big deal, and I understand that. But it doesn't change the way you perceive the world and the decisions that you make. So I hope that you will continue to choose love over fear. Don't be afraid of what you want and what you think is right. I hope that you will recognize what you love and go for it full force. That's what I think. It's been quite an emotional roller coaster on this vlog. Tomorrow's vlog is going to be me doing a lot of packing. I'm very emotional. I have all the feelings. Thank you for watching today, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye, Fearless fam.